We got one more that just joined in, Judge. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hi, if you just called in and your number ends in 831, what is your name?
Ross
You're breaking up, sir.
BJO.
What did you say your last name is?
Bjork, B4K.
Okay. Okay.
He's on page 4, right?
Yes. He's going to be number 23.
What's the name again?
Last name is BJORK.
Okay.
Yes.
And he's number 23.
Okay.
Okay, and we are live and recording, Judge, whenever you're ready.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and get going. First of all, welcome to the City of China Grove Municipal Court. This is the docket for July 22nd, 2020 at 1:00 p.m. First of all, before we get started and give you some instructions, we are recording these proceedings and we are streaming live on YouTube. And someone say
I
something.
think इसको कर तेरा हाँ खत्म भाई को वीडियो कहीं को रखना पूछे तो डालना वीडियो ना
Can we
right?
mute?
ये डालना
I
पड़ना
can't find who's not.
यार हमारा फेस डाल दे रहे सामने लोगों के सामने दुनिया के सामने इतने कमी नहीं अच्छे लोग हैं हम लोग
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. Before we get started, like I said, we are live streaming on YouTube and these proceedings are recording. You are not to record these proceedings, whether you're on today's docket and appearing by video or audio, and you are not to record these proceedings on YouTube. What I'm going to do first is that I'm going to go ahead and go through the docket, and we're going to go ahead and call out the names that I show that have not checked in yet. For those individuals, Clarissa will go ahead and issue a pre-warrant arrest notice. And the first one, starting off on page 1, I show that Carlos Manuel Berestugi is a no-show. Is that correct, Clarissa?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then the next one down is Johnny Rene Gomez is a no-show. Okay. Then going on to page 2, I show that Anthony Lavelle Webb is a no-show. Then I show Diana Teresa Moreno as a no-show. Then I show Harold Lamont Miller as a no-show. Then I show Bruce Wayne Clark as a no-show. Edward Henry De Silva as a no-show. Juan Francisco Montes is a no-show. Then we go down to page 3. I show Leaf Andrew Reynolds as a no-show. I show Sean Dean Carver as a no-show. Then we got Mercedes Alcantara Milan as a no-show. Gilberto Guadalupe Sandoval as a no-show. Juan Carlos Ruiz as a no-show. Kyle C. Coopert as a no-show. Efri Jahera Avila as a no-show. Elizabeth Dana Shaw as a no-show. Go to page 4. Gabriel Cruz Nahar as a no-show. Mayra Alejandra Adame as a no-show. Francisco Mata as a no-show. Oscar Luis Cavazos as a no-show. Maria D. Vasquez as a no-show. And we'll go to page 5. Brandon Scott Carlisle as a no-show. Griffin Scott Browowski as a no-show. Vicente Avila as a no-show. Juan Garcia as a no-show. Leaf Andrew Reynolds as a no-show. Melody Lynn Roderick as a no-show. Takes us over to page 6. Rosemary Valdez as a no-show. And then Shamshudi Kalawani. Okay, now I show him on the screen, Clarissa.
You do. Oh, I have him as number 13.
13?
Awani?
Yeah. Okay, let me make sure I don't have a 13. Maybe I just missed him.
Oh,
Yeah,
there are
that's me.
2. Yeah. Yep, there are 2 13s. Oh,
I'm here.
yes, we see you.
I was the first one.
You weren't the first one, but you were close. Yeah.
Okay, so what number is Mr. Kalawani?
Well, if we would have to renumber
Well,
starting at 14.
okay,
Sorry.
Just make it 13A or something.
Okay, 13A is perfect.
okay, 13A. Okay, I'll show him present.
Yes.
Okay, going back to the call of the docket, Joshua Carlos Morales as a no-show. Ivan Urel Salazar as a no-show. Devante Marquise Mellet as a no-show. Christopher D. Jackson, no-show. Jonathan White Sayon, no-show. Joe Justine Oviedo as a no-show.
No,
And Bart-
I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right, you're number 18, I'm sorry about that. Okay, Brandon Barker as a no-show. Joseph Sands Brazomskic as a no-show. Tyler Joseph Davini as a no-show. Okay, go to, 7. William Woods as a no-show. Jose Antonio Morales as a no-show. Joel Efran Morales as a no-show. Carla P. Bell as a no-show. Pedro Alberto Nunez as a no-show. Cristobal Estrada Moreno as a no-show. Matthew Rene Vasquez as a no-show. Jaden Jacob Wayne Rolla as a no-show. And that takes us over to page 8. Reynaldo Paz as a no-show. And Carrie Michael Morgan as a no-show. Clarissa, did I hear something on a Reynaldo Paz? I thought I heard something.
I haven't.
Okay, all right, very good. Okay, that's the call of the docket. I instructed Clarissa, you'll go ahead and get out some pre-warrant arrest
Yes,
notice.
sir.
Okay, before we get started, for everyone that's here, either by video or audio, please understand that these are, like I said, these are legal proceedings. The cases that we hear at this level are Class C misdemeanors, which are criminal in nature. As a result of that, Clarissa, can we mute Mrs. McCumber? Beatrice? Okay, As a result of that, it affords you certain constitutional rights that you have. Now, for those individuals that enter a plea of guilty or no contest, and even for those individuals that enter a plea of not guilty, there are certain rights that you need to be aware of. One of your rights is a right to have a trial by jury. So if you enter a plea of not guilty, I'm going to ask you if you want a trial in front of a judge or a jury. Now, you also have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything that will incriminate you. And if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, in essence, you are incriminating yourself. So please understand that if you plead that way, you are giving up your right to remain silent. You have a right to cross-examine the state's witnesses. You also have a right to bring in witnesses to testify on your behalf with regard to the citation. Once again, if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, you are giving up those rights. Okay, now, if you enter a plea of not guilty, you can ask for a trial in front of a jury, in front of a judge, first of all. Your case would be set on a non-jury docket, okay? And that would probably be somewhere around 30 days or so, or whenever we have our non-jury docket. If you enter a plea of not guilty and you want a jury trial, that's going to take a little while longer to get you set. However, you will be required to make 2 appearances. The first appearance is a pretrial conference. The purpose of that is to address any legal issues that need to be addressed before the actual trial. Now, that is a court date, so you do have to show up for any court hearings or dates that you have. The second setting is the actual trial, and that's where we bring in citizens from the city of China Grove that would sit in judgment. It's extremely important that you show up for that, because if you do not show up, whatever it costs the city to set that up, that cost may be passed on to you regardless of the outcome of the case. So let's say theoretically you missed your jury trial, we have to do it all over again. You have your jury trial and you're found not guilty, but then you've got a big bill because you didn't show up the first time. And the point that I'm trying to make is that just make sure that you show up for all your court settings. That way you can avoid being in a situation like that. Okay, now, and look at the docket, it looks like, okay, we do have one individual that has shown up that has a commercial driver's license. Okay, yes, sir, and I think that's Mr. Bjork, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check here. Yes, okay. Mr. Bjork, in your situation, currently the law at this level is that if you have a commercial driver's license and you have a moving violation, I do not have the authority to grant defensive driving nor probation, which we call deferred disposition. So the only options that you have available to you is either enter a plea of not guilty, and we'd have to have a trial, or enter a plea of guilty or no contest and pay the fine. If you wish to talk to the prosecutor, we'll give you an opportunity to talk to him. But as far as the court is concerned, I do not have the authority to grant that. Now, or at least any of those 2 options. Now, with respect to people under the age of 25, and I do see that we have at least one individual on the docket. For those individuals under the age of 25, if you want your case dismissed, you will be required to attend a defensive driving class. Okay. Now, for those individuals that just want to pay the fine, but you don't have the money, let me know. What we will do is we will do a time pay. And what that basically means is that we will give you 30 days to pay the fine or fines. If you pay it, then you've satisfied your obligation. However, if you do not, then you will be put on a time payment plan. The way that works is that we give you 30 days to pay it. If you don't pay it, then we put you in a monthly installment for whatever number of cases you have, whether it's 1 or more than 1. However, the state of Texas mandates a $15 time fee if the offense occurred after September the 1st, 2019, $25 if the offense occurred before September 1st of 2019. If you want to take advantage of that, please understand that that would be a time payment fee on each violation, okay? Now, finally, for those individuals that have 3 or more cases, or if you enter a plea of not guilty, we're going to ask you to talk to the prosecutor. Now, the prosecutor for the city of China Grove is Mr. John Mead. Mr. Mead represents the state of Texas. So if you visit with him and you're able to work something out, well, then hopefully that'll be a win-win situation. If you cannot work it out, then we'll bring you back into the courtroom, and then you can proceed in front of the judge. So I really would encourage you to talk to Mr. Mead and try to work something out. If you have any questions as to the consequences of not complying with the terms of the agreement, go ahead and ask him, and I'm sure he will tell you. Mr. Mead will shoot straight with you. Okay, with that, I think we're ready to go. Clarissa, let's see here. It looks, according to my docket, I show the number 1 to be Trayvon C.
Trayvon.
And I show him with 3 violations. Is that
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, Mr. Arnold, or before we send them out, Clarissa,
Okay,
everybody that is on video and audio, I'm gonna ask you to raise your right hand, and I'm gonna go ahead and administer an oath to you. So everybody that is on today's document, right hand. Okay. Mr. Ramos, there you go. Okay, I can see you. Okay. Mr. Santiago, can you raise your right hand? Individual. Okay, very good. Okay, for those individuals that are on the phone, I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand. I'm going to go ahead and do the following oath. The testimony you're about to give in the whole truth. All right. Okay, everyone that's on video, if you can go ahead and lower your hand. All right. With respect to the ones on the phone, we'll ask them to call their case. Okay. All right.
want me to mute everybody again?
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Let me unmute you, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Arnold, can you hear me? Trayvon Arnold?
He's muted.
Okay, Mr. Arnold, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put you in a breakout room so you can speak with Mr. Mead, see if you can work something out, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so just stand by. Okay, Clarissa, let me know.
Okay. There we go. Okay, Judge.
Got it? Okay, so number 2 is Nestor Santizo Moreno. Can we unmute Nestor?
I'm here.
Okay, you're on audio, Mr. Santizo?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Santizo, you have a citation here for driving while license invalid or suspended. For that charge,
Correct.
how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty, okay. Okay, Mr. Santizo, what we're going to do is this. We're going to ask you to talk to the prosecutor, see if y'all can work something out. If you cannot, then we're going to need a trial. Did you want a trial in front of a judge or a jury?
Judge is fine. Thank you.
Okay, so it'll be a non-jury. Okay, Mr. Santizo, if you'll just go ahead and stand by. As soon as Mr. Mead becomes available, I'll let you talk to him, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Very good, thank you, sir. Let me just make a notation. Okay, all right, Clarissa, if we can go to Gabriela J.
Uh-huh.
Moreno. There she is. Can we unmute her?
I can't even find anybody with the breakout rooms on here.
Okay, Ms. Santizo Moreno is, can
Here
you
she
hear?
is. She's also under Nestor. Let me
Yes, you want to,
rename her real quick.
okay,
They're using the same. Okay,
okay, Ms. Santizo, you are Gabriela J. Santizo Moreno? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Ma'am, you're charged with the offense of driving while license invalid or suspended. How do you plead?
Not guilty?
Okay, and what type of trial did you want, jury or non-jury?
By judge, non-jury?
Non-jury, okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and also ask you to stand by. I'm gonna ask you to talk to the prosecutor, see if y'all can work something out. If it cannot be worked out, then we'll set you down on a non-jury docket date, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Any questions, ma'am?
No, sir.
Okay, so just stand by. Okay. And that takes us to number 4.
okay.
Now that would be on page 5, Clarissa.
Well, John's back. Did you want him first?
Yes, okay, where is Mr. Mead?
He's back. I don't know who else came out though. Let me close the breakout room. I don't even remember who's in there.
Well, that was number 1.
Okay, Trayvon Arnold.
Okay, let me know when he's back.
There he is, Your Honor.
Got him? Okay, I don't see him, but I've got.
I don't see him either. I've got so many things open though. It's hard to see on here.
He's
There
right-
he is.
He's right.
He's muted. Let me unmute him. Okay,
Yeah, this is the second time, Your Honor, Mr. Arnold and I have visited. You know, it's a problem I don't know exactly how to deal with. He's running the same issue that so many people are with having a hard time getting a driving test scheduled. I don't know if they're, so there's nothing I can do to help him with his, except unless he gets a driver's license.
Right,
And so I guess all we can do with these folks is kind of reset. I'd like for them to get their license. I'd like for them to get their insurance. And I'd like to give them deferred, but if he doesn't have a license, there's that I'm kind of opted out of those choices.
right.
So I think if you could give Mr. Arnold a 60-day reset, maybe he can get something done in that time.
Has he had any prior resets, Clarissa?
One, Your Honor.
None? Okay. Okay, Mr. Arnold, have you attempted to try to get your driving test done?
Yes, sir.
And what kind of response are you getting?
So right now I completed phase 1 of the driving course, and all I got to do is 3 more classes and then schedule a driving test to do, and that's it.
Okay, do you think you can do it within 60 days?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and reset this case for 60 days. Okay, and Mr. Arnold, this is the second reset, and I mean, I certainly understand why you haven't been able to get it finalized, but do the best you can to get this thing going, so that way we can go ahead and get these taken care of and get these things behind you, okay?
Right. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Clarissa, do we need any contact information for Mr. Arnold?
not as long as he has his same address.
You have your same address, sir, that on your driver's license?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, sir. Sorry.
Very good, no problem. I'm gonna go ahead and release you, Mr. Arnold, and they will be sending you a reset for 60 days.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
You have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Okay, so you can go ahead and zoom off.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too, thank you. So then number 2 for Mr. Mead would be Nestor Santizo Moreno.
Okay,
Okay. We're gonna go to number 5. Okay, number 5 is Gabriel Anthony Garcia.
okay, did you skip Arnold Garay, or he was waiting for a,
Waiting for John. He has 3 ballots.
Okay, I'm sorry, I must have missed that one.
That's okay.
Okay, so we are going to Gabriel Garcia.
Yeah, Gabriel Anthony Garcia.
Did
That's-
he take care of his registration? I think he did. Mr. Garcia, did you take care of your expired registration already? It got dismissed, I believe.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so you're just visiting with the judge on the violate DL restriction endorsement?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, so registration's been taken care of?
Yes, sir.
yes, that one's taken care of. He got it dismissed. Taken care of.
Okay. Okay, so then the only one that we have is a violation of a driver's license restriction endorsement. And Mr. Garcia, you're 18 years old, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Garcia, what restriction do you have on your license that they allege you violated?
I had my learner's permit at the time.
Okay. Okay, to that charge, how do you plead? Guilty?
Not guilty.
I'm sorry?
Not guilty.
Not guilty, okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do, Mr. Garcia, is I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to talk to the prosecutor and see if y'all can work something out. Now, if you cannot work it out and we need a trial, did you want a trial in front of a judge or a jury?
A judge is fine.
Okay. Very good. Okay, Mr. Garcia, if you will stand by, the prosecutor will be with you shortly, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Clarissa, we're gonna go to number 6, which is Shamika Turner, right up above Mr. Garcia.
Yes, sir.
Okay, where is Miss Turner at? Let's see,
Let me see if she's muted.
is she on page?
Okay, there we go.
Okay, where, okay, there you are. And Mr. Turner, you're on the phone, is that correct?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm blessed. I can't complain.
Very good. Okay, well, that's all we're gonna have. Ms. Turner, I have you on the phone, and earlier I administered an oath. Do you acknowledge taking that oath?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Ms. Turner, you have a charge of speeding 57 and a 35, and it appears to be in a construction zone. To that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty, okay. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you to talk to the prosecutor, see if y'all can work something out. If it cannot be worked out, did you need a trial in front of a judge or a jury?
A judge would be great.
Okay, I'm gonna mark you down for a non-jury. Okay. Ms. Turner, let me ask you a question because it looks like Mr. Mead has a couple of people ahead of you. Are you going to basically ask him to try to dismiss the case?
Yes.
Okay, why don't we do this? Clarissa, let's just go ahead and set Mrs. Turner on the non-jury docket,
Okay,
okay, because that is a moving violation.
okay.
Okay, Ms. Turner, what we're gonna do is that instead of having you wait, we'll go ahead and set you down on a non-jury docket. And before the trial, you'll be given a chance to talk to Mr. Mead. So, we can do it that way, or if you prefer to just hold on and speak with him today.
I prefer to speak with him today because I don't stay in San Antonio. I was just visiting my sister. I don't live there.
Okay, very good. So, okay, so just stand by and as soon as it becomes available, he'll visit with you, okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, Clarissa, then that takes us to number 7. Okay, and I show 7 on page 4.
Yes, sir. He's got 3 violations.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to do a prosecutor. Mr. Ramos, we're gonna go ahead and have you talk to the prosecutor, so just stand by, okay?
Okay, and, Mr. Mead is back.
Okay, Mr. Mead, who are you speaking to?
Well, I was sent in to speak to Nestor Santizo, but the person I've talked to is Gabriella. His
They must have switched.
Well, I
Oh,
guess.
yeah.
But, and talking to Gabriella, who's here on the Zoom with us, I discovered that she got a ticket for the expired driver's license on the 25th of May and expired. She couldn't get it renewed because the DPS closed that time. She did get it renewed on June 8th. And so I don't know exactly, she wants a non-jury trial. I'm not sure if it's worth us coming back for that. I'll refer to the court on that. But the fact is she has a driver's license at this point, and
Mr. Mead, I show the charge to be driving while licensed invalid or suspended. You said it was an expired license?
it was an expired license.
Let me
Clarissa?
I'll look at the ticket right now. It just says driving while license invalid.
So, Mr. Mead, what was gonna be your recommendation? Just set it down for a trial, or what did you want to do?
Well, I think she probably falls under the pandemic rules as far as the DPS being closed.
Okay,
And I don't see any reason to set her down for trial if she currently has a driver's license. She got it on June 8th and she couldn't get it before the expiration day.
are you moving for a dismissal, non-prosecution, or
Yeah.
what? Is that what you're doing, Mr. Mead?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay, so, okay, do we have Gabriella,
There
Yes,
she is.
sir.
unmuted? Okay, there you go. Okay, Mrs. Santizo, the state is gonna go ahead and make a recommendation of non-prosecution. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and dismiss that charge.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, ma'am, you're free to go.
Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am. You too.
Who do I talk to? Her brother next?
If that's her brother, yeah. Let me get that fixed. real quick.
He's here on the same screen.
Yeah, I think so.
So
Wait,
Yeah,
let
I'm
me-
here.
I'm gonna add y'all to the breakout room. Just one moment, sir.
I think you're gonna have a hard time adding us to the breakout room because I think they left.
Let me see if that worked. How about that? I hope. Okay.
Got him,
Okay,
Clarissa?
Judge, it looks like our next one is Enrique Aguirre. Is that correct?
Yes, number 8.
Yes, and he has 3 violations as well.
Right, so Mr. Iquia, you'll just stand by, the prosecutor will talk to you as soon as it becomes available. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to number 9.
Joshua Gay?
Yeah, page 6,
Mhm.
Joshua Michael Gay, if we can go ahead and unmute him.
Yes.
Okay, where are you? Okay, Mr. Gay, now let's see, I show you on video, but I don't see you though.
Right.
There you go. All right. If you can lower your screen just a little bit more, I can only catch from your, there you go, much better. Okay, Mr. Gay, you have a charge of speeding 53 and a 35, and I showed that it was in a construction area, but without workers. To that charge, sir, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty? Okay. All right, sir, did you want a trial in front of a judge or a jury?
Jury.
A jury, okay. Okay, Mr. Gay, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go ahead and set you down for a pretrial conference. And then once we get that resolved, then we'll set it down for the actual trial, the non-jury trial, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now is your current address the same one on your driver's license?
Yes.
Okay, all right, Clarissa, do we have any other reason to hold on to Mr. Gay?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Gay, I'm gonna go ahead and release you, so you should be getting some paperwork from the court, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right.
Bye. Okay, Clarissa, then. Now I show Mr. Mead, are we still trying to get a hold of Santizo?
No, I've already talked to him, Your Honor.
Okay, what do we have, Mr. Mead?
Same situation as his sister, except his expired on the 25th of April and renewed on June 6th.
Okay, so recommended non-prosecution?
Yes.
Okay, if we can unmute him. Mr. Santizo. Mr. Santizo, can you?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, yeah, there you are. Okay. Okay, Mr. Santizo, the state of Texas is going to non-prosecute, so they're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and dismiss the case. And with that, you are free to go, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Who's next?
Number 4, Arnold. I believe let's see.
There was a lady who was gonna talk to me who said,
I have Arnold Garay as number 4.
no, the lady who wanted a non-jury trial?
That was,
We have, yeah, I have Arnold Garay.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'm gonna send y'all to a breakout room.
And where is he?
I don't know.
What number?
He is he's number 4.
on page 5.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Okay, so where did we leave off?
Let me
Number 9.
send him real quick. We should be on Beatrice McCumber, number 10, I believe.
Got it. Okay, on page 2. Okay, can we unmute Ms. McCumber?
Yes, let me get Mr. Mead in there real quick.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
she should be good.
Yes, Ms. McCumber, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. How are you, Judge?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Staying cool?
We don't have nothing.
No, I'm outside. I'm outside because I'm cleaning the house. I have one of my daughters that have COVID.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm disinfecting right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I wish you a lot of luck on that. Ms. McCumber, you have a
Thank you.
ticket. You have a ticket here for speeding 64 in a 45. How do you plead?
That person here.
I know I did it. Apparently, I was going fast. I wasn't aware how fast I was going. So do I plead no contest or, I mean, I did it. I can't say I'm not guilty. I did it.
And let me ask you that, was there any accident involved?
No.
Okay, then you can plead either one, guilty or no contest. So which one of those two?
No contest.
No contest? Okay,
No contest, Your Honor.
very good. Okay, I made that notation. And what did you want to do with the ticket, ma'am? Did you want to go to defensive
I
driving,
mean,
probation?
yes. I would like to have it off of my record.
Okay,
I would like to have it off. If there is a fine, if it could be decreased just a little bit. I know I was in the wrong. I was trying to get to my daughter's surprise graduation party and I had to pick up my grandmother. So I was just trying to get to her graduation party on time due to the COVID. Like she wasn't being able to really have a big party with everything that was going on. So I was just trying to make it special as I could. So like I said, I was in the wrong. If I would have known how fast I was going and not paying attention, my daughters and I were in a real bad car accident last year. And I pulled over and I apologized to him that it was better for me just to get to where we were going safely instead of us being in an accident to the horrific one we were in. And I apologized to them. After that, I pulled over. So I am guilty and I would like to pay some kind of fine towards it because putting my daughters at risk like that is not acceptable, no matter how important her graduation is. You know, making it safe was the most important thing. So I am wrong. I am guilty and I would like to pay something, but I would like to have it off my record, Your Honor.
Okay, well then, and you know, thank you for recognizing that, you know, there was a risk that you didn't have to take. Now, there's two ways to get it dismissed. Now, one of them is to take the defensive driving class. Now, that would be less expensive than the probation. Probation is more expensive, and I'll let you make that call. But if you, let's say you do the defensive driving class, all you would pay the court would be the court cost, which is $144. Okay. Now, whatever school you select, they're going to charge you about $50, and then you have to get a copy of your driving record. That's going to cost you either 10 or 12. So you're more in the area of about $200. Now, and of course, if you do the class and you turn in your paperwork, then it gets dismissed, doesn't go on your record. Now, if you don't want to do the class and you want to do probation, what we can do is I can go ahead and grant it, but because you were doing 19 miles over the speed limit, you're looking at a deferred fee of $300. Okay. Now, what that basically means is you would pay $300. As long as you don't receive a similar violation in 90 days, then it would be dismissed. So those are your two options. You're looking at roughly about $100 difference.
I'll do the defensive driving, Your Honor.
Driving. Okay, now let me ask you 4 questions. Okay. Number 1, do you have a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Okay. Number 2, are you covered?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you covered by insurance?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you taken the class in the last 12 months to get a ticket dismissed?
No, Your Honor.
And can you pay $144 today?
I can't today, Your Honor.
You're not. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and okay you for defensive driving, but since you can't pay the court cost, I'm going to reset the case for 30 days. Okay. Now, if you can come up with $144, then just go ahead and pay it, and then you can get started.
Okay.
Just as a word of caution, do not take the class until you've paid the court cost. Okay.
Correct. Okay. Okay.
Now, let me ask you this. Would 30 days give you enough time to come up with 144?
I got them on there.
Yes, Your Honor. I donate plasma twice a week. I am currently unemployed right now due to COVID.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and reset you then for 45 days. Okay. I'll give you another couple.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
okay, great. And let me ask you this. Is your driver's license address the same as, or is your current address the same as your driver's license?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Okay. Clarissa, do we need anything else from Ms. McCumber?
No, sir. We'll go ahead and send her reset in the mail. If she wants to go ahead and take care of the driving safety course prior to that date, is she allowed to go ahead and just contact us and not come back to court?
As long as she's paid the court cost. Right. But now if you do the class before the next court date, then you don't have to show up.
Yes.
Okay.
In other words, Ms. McCumber, you can contact the court and take care of the driver's license, insurance, and the $144, and you don't have to come back through court. As long as you do it prior to the
I'll take
30
care of that.
days.
I'll take care of that next week.
Okay, don't take the class. Don't take the class though until you contact us and pay the 144 and stuff. Okay. All right.
That's correct, Ms. Clarissa.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Ms.
Thank
McCumber.
you. Y'all have a great afternoon. Be safe.
Good luck, ma'am. Thank you.
Be safe.
You
Thank
too.
you. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Okay, do we have Mr. Mead back yet, Clarissa?
I
No?
don't see him.
Okay, so number 11 would be next. Okay, and that's on page 6, Ramiro Muniz.
He has 2 violations.
2 violations, okay.
Speeding and no driver's license.
Okay, no driver's license and speeding, and he's 18 years old. Okay, can we unmute Mr. Ramiro Muniz?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Muniz, can you hear me okay, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, Mr. Muniz, I understand you're 18 years old, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Muniz, you have two citations. One is a speeding 60 and a 50. To that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty, okay? And you also have a charge of no driver's license. How do you plead?
I don't have one.
Okay, do you want to plead guilty or no contest on that?
Guilty.
Okay. All right. Okay, what I'm going to do, Mr. Muniz, since you have pled not guilty on the speeding, I'm going to ask you to talk to the prosecutor, see if y'all can work something out.
Okay.
Okay?
I was asking about the defensive driving. Like, what is that?
Well, the problem is that you don't have a driver's license. And that's one of the reasons or one of the conditions to take defensive driving. Okay, so visit with the prosecutor and see if y'all can work something out. Okay?
Okay, so I just wait for him.
Yes, just stand by.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Okay, Clarissa, we're going on to number 12.
That's Terry Wells, I believe, on page 7, Terry Wells.
Oh, yeah, there she is. Okay, got it. Okay, can we unmute Mrs. Wells?
Yeah. And if you see Mr. Mead show back up, let me know. I have so many things open on my screen. I have a hard time seeing everybody.
Okay, do you want to do Mr. Mead first or Mrs. Wells?
I don't see him on there. Do you see him?
No, I don't see. Ms.
Okay, let's go ahead and go with Miss Wells.
Okay, Ms. Wells, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Wells, you have a ticket here for driving while licensed invalid or suspended. To that charge, how do you plead?
So I plead guilty because of course it was, but with the DMV, I had to schedule like 2 weeks out. So my appointment was the very next day.
Okay.
And I was picking up my daughter. So, I mean, yes, the license was invalid, but my appointment was like the next day.
And
I tried to do it online, but it kept telling me I had to go inside to the DMV. And so I just had to wait.
So what's the status now? Is your license valid now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when did you have it reissued?
Let's see. June 25th.
Okay. Okay.
And I ended up, I think it might be like a day off because I was missing like one of the paperwork.
Okay. And Ms. Wells, why was it invalid? Was some prior tickets or why was it invalid?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It was a prior, I think it was, yes. It might have been like a ticket or the sticker or something, but I can't remember.
Okay, but you took care of those. Okay, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ms. Wells, let me give you your options and you tell me what's best for you, okay?
Okay.
Right now, the recommended fine with court costs is $236. I can knock that down by $50 and so make that a fine of $105 or say 100. I'll make it 100, so it'd be a total of 181. But if you pay that fine, it's going to get reported and it'll show up on your driving record. Okay. Now, if you don't want it to go on your record, I can go ahead and do a deferred for $200, which is still less than the recommended fine. And I'll set you on probation for 30 days. And as long as you keep your license valid for 30 days, then it'll be dismissed.
Okay.
You want to do that?
That's fine. I mean, I can't pay that today, so I don't know how that works.
Okay, well, let me have, now, are you interested in the fine reduction or are you interested in the probation?
Whichever one is cheaper. Well, I mean, I don't want it on my record.
Okay, well, then we would have to do the deferred.
Okay.
So then that would be $200. Now, let me ask you this. Can you pay $81 of that today?
No, sir.
Okay, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and approve you for deferred. And it's gonna be a $200 deferred fee plus 30 days probation. And I'm gonna reset the case for 30 days to give you a chance to come up with that fee. Is 30 days enough time, or do you need more?
Oh, I guess probably a little more, because I mean,
45?
I mean, it's, I'm sorry,
Would 45 work?
that's fine.
Okay, all right, so this is what was gonna happen, Ms. Wells. I'm gonna reset the case for 45 days.
Mhm.
You can come, or you can pay any time before those 45 days.
Okay,
You'll be on probation, okay? And then we'll give you, if you don't pay it at 100%, we'll give you the 30 days to pay the balance, okay? Now, if you
okay,
do that before your court date, then you don't have to appear on your court date, okay? But if for some,
okay. So I have to do court again?
only if you don't pay the $200.
Okay, okay,
So if you pay the $200, you don't have to show up in court again.
okay,
If you don't pay it, then you have to reappear in court.
okay.
Okay, is that,
You do.
any questions?
No.
You sure?
Mm-mm. Yeah.
All right, very good. Now, the address where you currently live, is that what's on your driver's license?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Clarissa, any reason to hold her?
No, sir, we'll mail her reset form.
Okay, Ms. Wells, I'm gonna go ahead and reset, I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss you, excuse you. And so you'll be getting some paperwork from the court.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Have a
Mhm.
good day.
You too.
Okay, Mr. Mead, who were you visiting with?
Mr. Gray, Arnold Gray.
He's on page.
There.
Okay, Mr. Gray. Okay, were y'all able to reach any type of an agreement?
There's Clarissa, I understand there's a speeding ticket for this gentleman too.
He has, yes, he has 2 tickets. One has 3 violations and one has 1.
Right. But there's only 3 violations here.
Yes, because when he, this one was back from June 24th and he was a no-show for that court date.
Okay.
So we just went ahead when he notified us, when he checked in today, he told us, I have another one from last court date. So we pulled it, but he's not on the docket because he's from last court date.
Okay.
Actually, 2 court dates ago.
Okay. Well, I'd like if we're gonna deal with them, I'd like to try to deal with all of them at one time.
Yeah, that's why we pulled him. So do you want to, are y'all working on something for all 4 of them?
Well, on the 3 of them, he wants to have a non-jury trial on the 3 that are here today. On the speeding, it's probably a whole different deal. So if we what I suggested, if he wants a non-jury trial on the 3 that are on the docket today, then maybe we'd set all 4 of them, including the speeding, for non-jury, and we'll try to work something out at the non-jury setting. When
Okay.
I have all 4 tickets in front of me.
Okay, so all 4 for bench trial.
Yeah. And then we can talk again and try to work it out. Is that what we talked about, Mr. Gray?
Yes, sir.
And hopefully we can work it out then, but I'd rather have all 4 tickets in front of me before we start trying to do a plea bargain.
Okay, that sounds fair. Okay, so what Mr. Gray, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go ahead and set it on the non-jury docket, all 4 tickets. Before that actual court date, or even on that court date, you'll have a chance to visit with Mr. Mead again and try to work something out. Okay?
Would it be again through Zoom stuff?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends on where we're at.
I'd say chances are somewhere close to 100%, wouldn't you, Your Honor?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, now, Mr. Garay, is your current address what's on your driver's license?
No, sir. As of right now, I just recently moved to San Antonio, so I have a different address.
Don't give the address. Somebody from my staff will contact you.
I believe they already have the updated address because they mailed me the paperwork of the Zoom stuff to that address, and I was able to get it.
Okay, Clarissa, we're okay?
Yes, as long as he's good with his address.
Okay.
If not, I'll give you guys a call back tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we
so-
have
to
to have a
make
good
sure.
address for you, okay?
Yeah. I mean, is the same one that I gave you guys on file the same one you guys have now? Because you guys mailed out that recent paperwork of the Zoom. Whatever you
That's
have on
one we-
file for me right now, I'll just
All right.
double check tomorrow morning, and
Very
I'll give you
good.
guys a call.
Great,
Okay.
thank you.
We're gonna go ahead and excuse you. And then
Okay.
Zoom off now.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, bye.
Hey, Mr. Mead, can I send you back in with Gabriel Garcia?
Sure. I haven't been in there with him before, have I?
Uh-uh,
Where
I
is,
just mean, I'm,
what
he,
is it?
gosh, I don't know. Let me
On page
get
two.
this checked real quick and I'll find it on here.
John, he's on page 2, Gabriel Anthony Garcia towards
Yeah,
the.
he's number 5.
Yes.
2 violations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, off you go.
Well, hey, Mr. Mead,
Oops.
before you go further, the registration has already been taken care of.
Yes, it was dismissed. Oh, and he went.
All we got is
There he is.
DL restriction?
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
Underway.
thank you.
Okay, Clarissa,
We have Jose Garcia, it looks like.
what page is he on?
That's a good question. I'm losing track of everybody here. We should be on like number 13. Okay, he's on page 1.
Okay, can we unmute him? Okay, Mr. Garcia, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Judge.
How are you?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing well. Okay, Mr. Garcia, you have a charge of possession of drug paraphernalia. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay. Now, did you want to try in front of a judge or a jury?
A judge.
Okay. Now, did you want to visit with the prosecutor today, or did you just want to get a setting and visit with him later?
Well, I think there's enough evidence to have it dismissed today, so I'd like to talk to him today.
Okay, so just go ahead and stand by, and as soon as he becomes available, he'll talk to you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, looks like the next one is, John's not back, okay. Number 14, and he's on page 4. Oh, sorry. No, I'm wrong. Yeah, number
Yeah.
14.
Okay, that's,
And that's Miss Leja.
yes. Okay, have we unmuted her?
Hey, Clarissa, I think you missed on me, 13A. That's me, Shamshu Kalwani with 13A.
13.
Is that you? That's
Yes,
you?
sir. Yes, ma'am.
It comes up under Leja?
No, my last name is Kalwani, Kalwani.
Oh, you're 13A, that's right. Let's go to Mr. Well, you're gonna have to go in a breakout room, sir, I believe, because you have 3 violations.
Okay.
13A, Judge. I'm sorry, I forgot we have a 13A.
Yes, but he does have 3 violations.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, so just stand by, Mr. Is it Kawani?
Yeah.
Okay, just stand by.
Okay. Let me
Okay.
unmute Miss Leja.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
she was on page 4. Yes. Okay. All right, Ms. Leja, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, you're on the phone. Okay, Ms. Leja, do you acknowledge taking the oath that I administered earlier?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Leja, you have a charge of speeding, and it's alleged that you were doing 74 in a 60. To that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
No contest, okay. Okay, ma'am, and what did you want to do with your ticket?
Permission to take defensive driving?
Okay, let me ask you 4 questions. Do you have a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Okay, are you covered by insurance?
Yes.
Have you taken the class in the last 12 months to get a ticket dismissed?
No.
Okay, and can you pay the court cost of $144?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grant your request for defensive driving. I just need to inform you, ma'am, that you need to make sure you take the class within the 90 days because I very rarely give extensions of time to do the class, okay?
Okay. Okay.
So is the address we currently have on you is what's on your driver's license?
Yes, correct.
Okay, The court is gonna be mailing you some paperwork, so be on the
Well,
look.
first, if she's gonna do the driving safety course, Judge, she'll need to call us and make the payment and get us a copy of her driver's license and insurance. So she needs to contact the court today.
Does she have the number?
I don't think we gave any of them the number.
Okay, Ms. Leija, you want to write this number down?
Yes.
Okay, you want me to give her the court or the city hall, Clarissa?
Let's do the city hall number, the 648.
Yes, okay, Ms. Leija, write this number down, 210-648-4923.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you, but make sure you call the court for further instructions.
You need to call them today, Ms. Leija.
Call them today. I'll call them right now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, then page 1, Clarissa. It's another,
Miss Ward, Jessica Ward, 3 violations. Oh, and we have Mr. Mead back.
okay, Mr. Mead, who were you?
Close that breakout room real quick for him.
Mr. Mead, who were you visiting with?
With Mr. Gabriel Garcia, Your Honor.
What page is he on?
He's on page 2, towards the bottom of the page. He's number 5.
Got him, okay.
And
Okay, I just unmuted him. Let's see if, there we go. Oops,
You got the wrong Garcia.
is that the wrong one?
This is the Gabriel, the young man below Jose Garcia is okay, yeah.
He's the
Okay,
one-
he's good.
All right. I talked to Mr. Garcia. He's he really he's got his driver's license now, but this is a violation of the restricted license before he got his full license. He wants to get probation on this because he wants to keep his record clean of everything, including this violation. And so he's going to recommend 30 days deferred for $192, and they'll pay the court cost today, Your Honor.
How many days, how long?
30.
30 days,
And how much? I'm sorry.
190.
Total, court costs 81, going to be paid today.
So the
And you
total-
said 195 total? I'm sorry, John.
192.
192, it's breaking up real bad. 192?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Of which he's gonna pay the court cost today. And we'll give him the 30 days to pay the balance, Mr. Mead?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Garcia, Gabriel Garcia, let's see.
Uh,
There you
yes,
go.
sir.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, were you able to listen to what Mr. Mead said as far as the plea bargain agreement?
Yes.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Initially, now is that your understanding or of the agreement? sir?
What happened? I can't really hear you.
Yeah, what the prosecutor is recommending is probation for 30 days with a third fee of $192 and $81 that will be paid today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Garcia, initially you had entered a plea of not guilty, but because of your plea bargain, I understand you wish to change your plea to either guilty or no contest. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how do you plead, guilty or no contest?
I plead guilty.
Okay, now, did you change your plea from not guilty to guilty? Did you do that voluntarily?
Yes.
Right, did anybody force you, threaten you, coerce you to change your plea?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and accept your plea of guilty. I'm gonna go ahead and grant your the deferred disposition for $192 for a 30-day probationary period. You will pay $81 today, and then you'll have 30 days to pay the balance, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and is the address that we currently have on you is what's on your driver's license?
I think so. I think I have the updated one.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a phone number that you need to call today. Okay, so you can make that $81 payment, okay?
Okay.
All right, Clarissa, you want me to give him the 648 or the 837?
Sure, either one will work.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, write this number down. 210-837-3704.
Okay.
You need to call that number today so you can pay the court cost, and that'll get you going on your probation.
Okay.
Okay? All right,
Okay.
very good. Any questions, Mr. Garcia?
No, sir.
All right, very good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you, sir. You can log off.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna check and see, something disconnected, and I think it's somebody that needs to go in the breakout room next, Shamika Turner. Let me see if this person is her real quick, Judge.
Okay.
Shamika,
Hello.
did you get disconnected again? Is your phone number ending in 993?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me get you signed back on here, and I'm gonna send you to the breakout room with prosecutor John Mead.
What number is that?
I'm not sure. Probably number 6, I think. Let me see.
There it
Number
is.
6, yes, ma'am.
Yes, she's number 6, so she's on page 2,
Mhm.
and she had pled not guilty, but she wants to talk to you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send you both in there. Okay.
Okay,
Judge,
Clarissa.
our next one is gonna be Brandon De Hoyos.
Okay, page 7.
And let me get him unmuted. Okay,
Okay, Mr. De Hoyos, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Judge.
Very good. Okay, Mr. De Hoyos, I see that you're on your phone. I administered an oath earlier. Do you acknowledge taking that oath, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. De Hoyos, I show that you're under the age of 25 and that you have a charge of speeding 60 in a 50. How do you plead to that charge?
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Okay, now did you want a trial in front of a judge or a jury?
In front of a judge.
Okay, and did you want to talk to the prosecutor today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Clarissa, so Mr. De Hoyos, if you'll just stand by, as soon as he becomes available, he'll speak with you.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, very good.
okay, looks like our next one is gonna be Ashley Pill. Let me unmute her.
Okay.
Okay, she's unmuted. Ashley Pill.
Where do
Yes,
I?
I.
Okay, there you go. Okay, Ms. Peel, let me see here. Ms. Peel, you have 2 violations. One is a defective headlamps. That charge, how do you plead?
Well, sir, I did get it fixed the very next day, so I don't know if that
Well, yeah, that wouldn't matter, but I still need to take a plea from you.
okay. Well, we'll just say no contest.
Okay, and you also have a charge of driving while, excuse me, driving while license invalid or suspended. How do you plead to that?
No contest.
Okay. Okay, so the defective headlamps, you said you had them repaired the next day?
She did
It
supply
was-
us with a receipt by email that Judy has printed just now and brought in here with us.
Okay, all right, very good. So we're gonna go ahead and show that she's in compliance. And I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss that.
Thank you very much.
Sure. Clarissa, is there a dismissal fee connected with that?
There is, it's $10.
Okay, Ms. Peel, there's a $10 dismissal fee,
That's fine.
all right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the second charge is driving while license invalid or suspended. What is the status of your license today?
I am not able to renew to another ticket I have in Elmendorf that is almost $1,000.
Wow.
So I'm talking to Elmendorf. I'm trying to see how I can set up some kind of hopefully payment arrangements or something so I can excuse me, take care of that issue and be able to renew my license.
Okay, and so Ms. Beal, what did you want to do on this ticket, on this driver license?
Well, ultimately, I mean, I guess I'm at fault for it, because at the moment I don't have a valid license. So, I don't know if I heard you correctly or if I qualify, but is there any way to get that payment lowered? That was paid
Yeah, we can do that. Let me give you your two different options and you tell me which is best for you, okay?
Okay.
What I can do is I can lower the fine down to 105. Okay, and then the court cost is 81, so that puts you up at 186. But if you pay that, it's going to go on your record. Okay?
Okay.
Now, if you don't want it to go on your record, we can do a deferred. What we have to do is that we'd have to reset your case, get you to renew your license or get clearance that it's valid now, put you on probation for 30 days, but you're looking at 225 for that.
How much? 225?
25, that's correct. Now, we would not be able to do that though until you cleared your license.
Right.
Reset.
I think, Your Honor, I would like to just go ahead and do the reduced payment of 186 plus the $10 for dealer's charge, and I can pay that today.
Okay, very good. Okay, so Clarissa, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and reduce the fine and court cost down to 186, and that'll be a straight pay, and she will be paying that and the $10 dismissal fee today.
Great.
Okay, Ms. Field, I'm going to give you a phone number so you can call. You want to write? It's 210-648-4923.
4923?
Yes.
Okay.
You would call that number today and go ahead and make your payments, and that'll get you squared away.
Okay, I'm going to do that right now, sir.
Clarissa, any other reason to hold Ms. Field?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and excuse Ms. Field. You can go ahead and zoom off.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Okay,
Mr. Mead is back.
Mr. Mead. Who were you, Mr. Mead?
I talked to Ms. Turner and told her that probably she just needs to go ahead and have her non-jury trial.
Okay, what page is she on, Mr. Mead?
Page 2, number 6.
2. Okay, there we go. Okay, Ms. Turner, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Turner, I'm going to go ahead and set your case on the non-jury docket. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, is the address on that you currently live is the same one as your driver's license?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right. Clarissa, do we need any further instructions for Ms.
No,
Turner?
sir. We'll mail her not guilty form to fill out.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and excuse you, Ms. Turner. You can go ahead and zoom off.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Mead, can I send you to the breakout room with Mr. Ramos? He is on page 4, down at the bottom. 3 violations.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Clarissa, does that take us to Joe Justin Oviedo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can we unmute him?
Yes. What page do you have him on?
I have on
Judge?
page 6. Page 6.
Okay.
There you go. Mr. Oviedo, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
How are you?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Doing well. Okay, Mr. Oviedo, you have a charge here of speeding 4635, but I showed you that it was in the construction zone and there was workers present, okay? To that charge, sir, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty, okay. Now, did you want a trial in front of a judge or a jury?
A judge.
Okay, all right. Okay. What I'm gonna do, Mr. Oviedo, is I'm gonna go ahead and set your case for trial. And the reason for that non-jury trial is because there's a construction zone with workers present, so you're not eligible for defensive driving nor probation. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and set it down for a trial. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and is the license, the address that you currently live, what's on your driver's license?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Clarissa, anything else?
No, sir.
Okay.
We'll
Miss-
mail you your not guilty form to fill out.
Okay.
Alrighty.
When you get that, go ahead and sign it, get it back in, and they'll set you down for a non-jury trial.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Thank you, sir. You can zoom off now.
Okay, Judge, we have somebody joining us. I'm gonna go ahead and just put him in here real quick. His name is Johnny Gomez. And I don't know where he's at on the docket yet. Let me see.
He's on page 1.
Okay.
Johnny.
Gomez. Okay, so he will be our last one, which I think we left off with maybe 22.
No, I think there's
So
a
he'll be 23. Is there 23?
24.
24, okay. Johnny Gomez is 24.
And we'll go ahead and remove the notation of a no-show.
Okay,
All right, okay. So then I think that takes us to number 19.
that's gonna be Wayne Harold.
Yes.
Find him, and I will unmute him. Oh, and Mr. Mead's back. Did you want to go to Mr. Harold or Mr. Mead?
Let's do Mr. Mead.
Well,
Okay.
is Mr. Ramos back?
I'm bringing him back right now.
Who is that, Mr. Mead?
Mr. Ramos is his name. He's Zayek.
He needs to be unmuted.
There we go.
Okay. Your Honor, I talked to Mr.
He's
Ramos.
calling you.
We pretty well worked out.
Yeah, we're gonna reset him.
This is
He's
Mr.
already
Ramos'
calling in.
This is Mr. Ramos' first setting.
That's okay. That's okay.
We have a recess to raise the money to pay the deferred fees on the plea bargain that we are going to do.
Okay.
His first appearance, he wants a reset to.
Okay, I'm losing you, Mr. Mead.
I am too. I think there's a lot of air or wind or something.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Mr. Ramos, is your window down maybe or something in your vehicle?
I'll turn off my AC, but that's it.
Well, something's blowing into the phone or something.
It's quiet now on my side.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear both of you.
Okay. We pretty well worked out a plea bargain, but Mr. Ramos needs a reset. This is his first setting. He wants a reset so he can raise the money to pay the fees.
Okay, how much of a reset do you want to recommend?
Whatever the reset date is, just a standard reset.
Okay, so Clarissa, what is the next 30-day reset?
We're going with September 9th right now.
September 9th. Okay.
We're
wow.
so full on the other ones already.
Okay, well, that'll give them some more time to come up with the.
Can you make that, Mr. Ramos, can you do that by September 9th?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Mead, if you'll go ahead and document the plea bargain agreement, and then we'll address it on the.
I can tell the court right now.
Well, is it possible, Mr. Ramos, that you can take care of it before September the 9th?
Yeah, I can probably do it this Friday.
Okay, all right, Mr. Mead, what is the agreement?
All right, the plea bargain agreement is on the speeding, 90 days deferred, $275.
Okay.
On the failed to maintain insurance, he has insurance now. 6 months deferred, $300. Condition, he maintain insurance. He's got a driver's license, so I'm going to TIC the driving while license invalid.
Okay. All right, Mr. Ramos, what TIC means is he's not going to process or take it into consideration, so it wound up being a dismissal.
Oh, okay.
Now, did you hear the rest of the terms of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so therefore, with respect to the charge of speeding 76 and a 60, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Okay, to the charge of failed to maintain financial responsibility, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and accept your pleas of guilty to the speeding charge and to the insurance violation. I'm going to go ahead and follow the recommendation of the prosecutor. I'm going to go ahead and place you on deferred on the speeding ticket for 90 days with a $275 special expense fee. I'm going to go ahead and place you on deferred on the failed to maintain insurance, deferred for 6 months with a special expense fee of $300. We're going to reset the cases to September the 9th, 2020. So Mr. Ramos, if you take care of it tomorrow, then you do not have to appear on September the 9th. But if for some reason you don't do it before the 9th, you have to be in court on September the 9th, 2020, okay?
Oh, alrighty, so pay it and then I don't have to call or come back or nothing.
That now the only thing you would have to do is on the insurance ticket, at the end of 6 months, you have to send in proof that you maintain the insurance with no lapse in coverage.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the only requirement you would have.
Alrighty.
Okay, do you have any questions, sir?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, and Clarissa, do we have contact information?
Well, I have what was on his license.
Okay, is that your current address, Mr. Ramos?
No, but it's my brother's, so I received mail there.
Okay.
Okay, well, we'll send your reset form there and then you contact us as soon as you have the money, and that way you don't have to come back to court.
Perfect.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty.
You can zoom off now. Thank you, Mr. Ramos.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Enrique Equia is for Mr. Mead.
Yes, he's going in the breakout room with you. He is, do you see him on the list, Judge?
Yes.
What page is he on?
Oh, we just lost.
I thought it was on page 1, right?
1, yes. Top of page
Okay.
1.
Oh, yeah, he's the top one. Okay, I'm gonna send y'all in there right now.
Who is that that's going with me?
Enrique Eguia,
Okay.
page 1.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay, Clarissa, so
so we are with Wayne Harold, I think.
he's on page number 19.
Yes, he is on losing track of numbers.
Yes, he's on page 7. Wayne Harold, number 19.
And let me find him under this. Okay, and he's not muted, sir.
Okay, so let's go ahead and mute. Okay, very good. Okay, Mr. Harold.
Yes, sir.
Where, let me see. Okay, there you are. Okay, Mr. Harold, you're on the phone. And now do you acknowledge taking the oath that I administered earlier, sir?
Yes, sir.
You did?
Sir?
Did you acknowledge taking the oath that I administered earlier?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, Mr. Harold, you have a charge of driving while license invalid. How do you plead?
I'm guilty.
Guilty. Okay, what did you want to do with your citation, sir?
I need some time to get it paid.
Okay, all right, so it'll be a straight pay. Okay, what I'm gonna do, Mr. Harold, how much time do you need?
Right now, I'm not really working right now, but I can try to get some.
Okay, well, would 45 days, 30, 45 days help you, or 60 days? How much time would you want?
Yes, sir.
60?
Yes, sir. That would help.
Okay, all right. So Clarissa, we're gonna go ahead and do a straight pay. And we're gonna go ahead and give him 60 days to pay.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Harold, is your current address what's on your driver's license?
No.
I'm sorry?
Oh, no, sir.
Okay, we're gonna ask you to call the court so you can give them your address, and they will be sending you some paperwork.
Okay.
Okay, so write this down. 210-837-3704.
Okay.
All right, do you have any questions?
I'm sorry, how much is it? Or they will tell me?
It's gonna be 236.
236?
Yes.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Okay, sir, so unless you have any questions, I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you.
That's it.
All right, thank you, sir.
Uh-huh.
Bye-bye. Okay, Mr. Mead, who were you speaking to?
Mr. Enrique Mejia.
Okay,
Oh, here she is.
you're all able to reach any type of an agreement?
Yeah, well, we've talked before, and we're gonna reach an agreement. But this is another one of those situations where no driver's license, that we can't do anything because he's got a driver's license and insurance ticket. So I told him that you might be willing to give him one more reset. This is gonna be a second, final reset till the 9th of September, so he can get his driver's license issue squared away, come back, and we can enter into a plea bargain with regard to the 3 charges pending in China Grove.
Okay, Mr. Ikia, is that your understanding, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grant the reset for September the 9th, 2020. Now just keep in mind, sir, that the second reset, so let's try to take care of it on that. No later.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, do we, is it your current address what's on your driver's license?
Not on the driver's license that I do carry, but you do have it on file.
We do have it on file.
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
So you'll be sent a reset form?
Okay.
Marissa, anything else?
No, sir.
Okay, sir, Mr. Ikia, I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Mead, I'm going to go ahead and admit you to the room with Ramiro Munoz.
Where is that now?
Good question.
I'm right here.
Okay, I see it. All right,
Okay, got him.
yeah.
Okay, Judge, we have somebody trying to come in to court. Is that okay if I admit them?
Yeah, go ahead and bring him in.
Good afternoon. You're calling from number 990, the last 3 digits of your phone. What is your name?
Leif Reynolds.
Did you say Reynolds is your last name?
Yes, ma'am. Leif
And
Reynolds.
what was your first one? I'm sorry.
Leif.
Leif?
L-E-I-F.
Judge,
Yes, ma'am.
he's at the bottom of page 5.
Got him?
And he'll be number 25.
Okay,
So I removed the no-show.
all right. Okay, Clarissa, so that takes us to,
I apologize. I had to work. I got up there as quick as I could. I didn't realize that they were having Zoom.
not a problem, sir.
Okay, sir, I'm going to go ahead and mute you for right now. And then as soon as it's your turn, we'll bring you back in, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, Judge, we are on Roberto Garcia.
Page 1,
And let me go ahead and unmute him. He does have 2 violations.
right.
Okay,
Roberto Garcia, is he unmuted?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, where I do not see you.
I don't see him either, but I have a lot of stuff on my screen.
Yeah, he's on the phone.
Okay,
Okay, Mr.
Yes.
Garcia, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, do you acknowledge taking the oath that I administered earlier?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Mr. Garcia, you have 2 charges. One is a no driver's license charge. How do you plead to that charge?
I'm guilty, but I'd like to keep it off of my record. I'm in the process of trying to renew trying to get my license because I'm a single parent and I was unable to make the the payment so that I can start taking the test and get it reinstated, because like being out of work for 2 weeks really hindered my ability to get my bills under control. All I ask is if there is any way that we can work out some kind of extension a little bit, just to allow me a little bit more time just to try to get this reinstated. And I really don't know what else I can do, Judge. I'm kind of struggling real bad right now, but I'm not refusing my obligations. I'm not trying to run from them. I want to make this right. And all I'm asking for is a little bit more time to try to get my financial situation under control so I can get my license reinstated.
Okay, let me ask you this, on a realistic time frame, when do you think you can get that done?
Well, the state wants me to pay $200 for the reinstatement fee, which I'll be able to do that this next Friday on the 31st. I'll pay that, and then I just have to actually set up the driving exam because they want me to retake the driving exam and everything. They already told me all I have to pay is the $200, and then I can go and talk to the DMV about setting up an appointment to go ahead and get my license reinstated. Because they did remove the hold. They did remove the hold from previously because they put a hold on my driver's license because of back pay child support. I have worked out an agreement with the child support. I've gotten it down more than halfway, everything that I owe. But unfortunately, right now, the only situation that I ran into is, like I said, my daughter got sick at the end of last month, which hindered my ability to be working because I'm a single parent. And, I just need to be able to you could give me 30 days. I think that'd be great, but
I'll tell you,
I'm just asking for.
Mr. Garcia, I'm going to go ahead and reset you to September the 9th. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That's giving you more than 30 days.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And I want to make sure you try to get it taken care of by then. Okay.
Yes, sir. If I do happen to get it taken care of before then, am I able to give you guys a call and let y'all know so that we can try to get this resolved as quickly as possible?
Yeah.
Because like I said, because I'm going to get paid on the 31st, this at the next week. And that's when I'm going to try to get the hold, not the hold, but the payment made to the state of Texas so that I can actually go and get my license reinstated.
Okay. Now, well, let me ask you this. While we're at it, maybe we can work something out right now and then give you time to come up with it. Now, on the failure to maintain insurance, how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty, sir. It was a couple of days that had passed, and that was my fault for not paying attention. So I cannot say anything else than I did commit the offense. And that was just a stupid thing on my behalf by not paying it. And I apologize on my behalf because I wasn't paying attention to the dates properly, and it was my fault.
Let's do this. It sounds like you got to take care of those other obligations before you can get these addressed. Why don't we just reset it to September the 9th? That'll give you some time to come up with some money. Because if we work out some type of a deferred fee on these two violations, it's going to require payments of some additional monies. And this way it'll give you more time to maybe try to save up the money before then.
Thank you so much for your patience and understanding with me.
Sure. Okay, Mr. Garcia, we will be sending you a reset form. So you be on the lookout for that from the court.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, Mr. Mead, who were you talking to?
I was talking to Mr. Ramiro Muñiz.
What page? Where is he at?
He's on page 6 in the middle of the page.
Page
number 11.
Oh, okay, Romero. Okay, number 11.
This is his first appearance, and he's requesting a reset, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, no problem. I'm going to go ahead and reset him to September the 9th. Okay, Mr. Muñiz, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and reset your case to September the 9th, 2020. Your cases. Okay, do we, is your current address the same as on your driver's license?
No, it's 810 Price.
No, don't tell us over the, we're on Zoom. What's gonna happen, let me give you a phone number that I need for you to call today.
Well, is it the same address that y'all sent the paperwork to?
Yes, that would be it.
Then it's the same address.
Okay, very good. Okay, all right, Mr. Moniz, I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you. You can go ahead and log off and be looking out for some paperwork.
Okay.
All right?
Great, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Mead, I need to send you off again.
Okay.
Let's see, you're gonna go with Jose Garcia.
Where is he?
Okay. 113.
Where is he?
Page 1. Page 113.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Right.
Unmute him real quick because he's on mute. Okay, oops. Okay. Judge, that leaves us, our next one is gonna be Eduardo Perez, but he has 4 violations.
Where is he?
Okay. He's at the top of page 2, number 21.
Okay. Okay, there he is. Okay, Mr. Perez, if you'll stand by, the prosecutor will be talking to you, sir. Okay. All right, I know you can't hear me. Just go ahead and stand by. Okay, Clarissa, so then that.
Okay, and our next one is gonna be Jose Lopez,
What page?
but he also has multiple, he's got 3 violations.
What page is he on?
He is at the bottom of page 7, number 22.
Okay, I got him. Okay, Mr. Jose Anges Lopez, if you'll stand by, sir, the prosecutor will be visiting with you soon. Okay, so then that takes us to number 23.
Which is Mr. Bjork, which also has 3 violations. He does have a CDL though.
Okay.
He's got expired registration, no insurance, and failed to failed to provide insurance and failed to maintain. So those might be something you can.
Yeah, he can visit with Mr. Mead on
Okay.
non-moving.
Then we have
Mr. Bjork, if you just go ahead and stand by, the prosecutor will be with you shortly.
We have Johnny Gomez, 3 violations as well.
Okay.
He's on page 1, number 24.
24,
And
okay.
then last, let's see, it looks like we have Leif Reynolds.
Number 25.
And he's number 25.
Okay, Mr. Gomez, if you'll stand by, Johnny Rene Gomez, stand by for the prosecutor. Okay, and what page is Mr. Reynolds?
Reynolds is on page
Number 5, okay.
number 5.
Okay, very good. Mr. Reynolds, is he unmuted? There he is. Okay.
Find him. Oh, here he is. Let me unmute him. I'm sorry.
Okay. Mr. Reynolds?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Reynolds, I don't think you were here at the beginning of the docket, so let me administer an oath to you. If you can raise your right hand. Now, I can't see you, so I'm the word for it. Raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony given this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Put your hand down. Okay, Mr. Reynolds, you have a ticket here for driving while licensed invalid or suspended. To that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty? Okay. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and ask you, did you want a trial in front of a judge or a jury?
Well, I haven't been able. I have my eligibility from the DMV, but all I have is an appointment, and I was under the impression that that was what we needed to drive. The eligibility printout and the confirmation email from the DMV that we have an appointment, being that it's closed down.
Okay, so you have an appointment to renew it?
Yes, sir. It's sometime in September. I have the confirmation email right here.
Okay, do you remember what day in September?
Not offhand, sir.
Okay, Clarissa, what do we have? We know we have a September 9th, but is there another?
I believe it's the 23rd.
23rd, Clarissa?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Reynolds, I'm gonna reset your case to September the 23rd. That way, hopefully you can get your license straightened out, and that way it'll open some doors for you here on this ticket.
Okay, do we want
thank you,
to,
sir.
are we going to stick with the not guilty plea? Do I need to mail a not guilty plea to him, or are we just going to reset?
Well, let's just give him a straight reset at this point.
Okay,
Yeah, and then after he gets his license, then let's see what he wants to do then. Okay.
All right, Your Honor.
Do we have your address?
Yes, sir. My address on file is the correct one.
Okay, all right. Clarissa, anything else?
we do have, no, not with him, no.
Okay, Mr. Reynolds, I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you, sir, so you can log off.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay, Judge, we have 2 people that are waiting in the waiting room to be admitted. Let me go ahead and
Yes.
bring them in. Okay. Hi, if your number ends in 043, what is your name?
Jessica Ward.
Did you get, were you here? Did you call in earlier this morning?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
was
get this one?
number 15.
Yeah, you.
Sorry?
So you're just waiting to see the prosecutor.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
sorry. I accidentally hung up.
That's okay. Let me just let you be back on hold, okay? We're still weeding
Okay.
through everybody, okay?
Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna mute you right now. And it looks like Mr. Mead is back, Judge.
Okay.
Let me bring them back in. And here's
Mr.
Jose Garcia. Let me get him off of the mute real quick. And I'm gonna mute this board. Okay. There we go.
Okay. Can we mute Mrs. Jessica Ward?
She's not muted. I'm sorry.
Ms. Ward, just stand by.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Mead, let's see, you were with Jose Garcia, number 13 on page 1.
Yes, I was.
Okay, what do we have?
We had a long conversation. It looks like Mr. Garcia is going to need to have a non-jury trial on this. He got 2 tickets. He took care of one of them. The possession of drug paraphernalia, he wants his non-jury trial on.
Okay, is that correct, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and set your case for a non-jury trial. And we will be sending you out some paperwork to get that going, okay?
Yes, sir.
Clarissa, anything else before we excuse him?
As long as we have a good address for you, sir, as long as it's the one that was on your license, you're good to go. We'll mail you a form to fill out.
What form? Okay, I'm gonna call y'all back so I can give y'all an updated address.
Okay, that'd be great. Do you have a good phone number for us?
Yes, I do. I have y'all's number.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You can zoom off.
All right, thank you, sir.
Mr. Mead, I'm gonna send you in with Sam Kawani.
Okay. Where is that?
I lost track of their numbers.
Yes, I'm
so
right
he's-
here.
13A, right?
Yes, he's
How are you?
13A, so he's probably on page 6.
Yeah, page.
I got it.
Thank you.
Okay, just stand by, Mr. Kawani.
Okay. Judge, we have another person I need to bring in real quick. He was
The host is inviting
that
me.
first batch. Let me unmute him.
Yes.
Okay, hi. Does your number end in 018?
That is correct.
What is your name?
Johnny Gomez.
Okay, he's,
Did you get disconnected, Mr. Gomez?
Yes, I did earlier. Yes, ma'am, I
Okay.
did. I called back. I'm glad it went through.
Okay, great. And you're just waiting to see the prosecutor. So I'm going to put you on mute for now, okay?
That's right. I just keep calling that same number, Vic, because it's for some reason it kicks me out.
Yeah, you'll just have to
I thought
keep calling. Okay.
Okay, no problem. Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Mhm.
Clarissa, do we have anybody else?
All the ones we have pending as of right now.
All are waiting to see the prosecutor.
Yes, everybody else is waiting.
Okay, very good.
You need a break. It's a good time for a quick break.
Yeah, let's take a short recess, but everybody stay on. We'll just stretch your legs.
Yeah.
I think the judge's got a shirt tail on.
All right, Mr. Mead, who are you speaking with?
With Mr. Kalwani.
Unmute him.
What page is he on?
On page 6, top of the page.
Okay, very good, Mr. Kalwani.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, Mr. Mead, were you all able to work anything out?
Yes.
Okay, what do we have?
Recommending a 90-day deferred on failure to signal change of lane for $300.
Okay.
I'm going to no cross the fail to drive in a single lane.
Okay.
And I'm going to TIC the operation of motor vehicle by a new state resident.
Okay, Mr. Kalwani, is that your understanding of the plea bargain agreement, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, to the charge of failed to signal a lane change, how do you plead to that charge?
Yeah, I plead guilty on that.
Okay. All right. In terms of payment, Mr. Mead, what, do y'all have any type of an
He's
arrangement?
gonna pay it today, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Kawani, I'm gonna go ahead and accept your plea of guilty to the charge of failed to signal a lane change. I'm gonna go ahead and grant the deferred for 90 days with a $300 deferred special expense fee. I'm going to dismiss the failed to drive in a single lane. And I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss the operating motor vehicle by a new state resident, which will wind up being dismissed as well.
All right. Yeah. Judge, can you just make like, is this gonna be showing up on my records or it's not, right?
No, sir, it will not. Now, as long as you don't pick up a similar violation for 90 days on the failed to signal lane change.
Okay, got it, Judge. Thank you.
Do you have any questions, sir?
I don't have any questions. Thank you.
I'm gonna give you a phone number that you need to call so you can pay that special expense fee.
Sure.
If you will write this number down.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, it's 210-648-4923.
Got it.
Got it? Okay, very good. As soon as you zoom off, then you'll call that number and they'll go ahead and take your payment.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. You're excused.
I'm good to go, right? Thank you.
Yes, sir. You're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Mead, I'm sending you in with Jessica Ward. She has 3 violations and she's on page 1 at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, so the rest so we're just waiting on.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
That was quick.
Okay. All right, Mr. Mead, let's see here. Jessica Ward, is that correct?
That was quick, Your Honor, because Ms. Ward apparently didn't know how to unmute herself.
Oh, no. Okay, so let me unmute her and I will send you guys in. Yeah, I set it up to where they could do themselves, but that's okay. We can just put it back up.
All right, she's unmuted.
There we go. Yes. I thought that was too quick.
That was quick.
Yeah. Well, that says, it's obvious, it's in the, it says 63, 66, and they're supposed to be in order. That's way out.
And I've got some more.
Yay. Hi, Mr. Mead.
Hello.
Okay, Mr. Mead, let's see, we're speaking with Jessica Ward.
Yeah, she's here and she's unmuted.
All right, any resolution?
Yeah, we worked out a plea bargain.
Okay, what is that?
On the possession of drug paraphernalia, 120 days deferred for $375 fee.
Okay.
She's going to pay the court costs today. On the failure to maintain insurance, 6 months deferred, condition she maintain insurance, $300. She's going to pay the court costs today. On the failure to provide evidence of insurance, I'm going to take that into consideration and dismiss it.
Okay, Miss Ward, were you able to hear that, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, Mr. Mead, how much time do you want to give her to pay the balances? Did y'all discuss that?
As far as I'm concerned, Your Honor, she can have the entire probationary period if she wants.
All right, very good. Okay, Miss Ward, I'm going to go ahead and follow the plea bargain. It's my understanding, though, that that would include a plea of either guilty or no contest to the possession of drug paraphernalia charge and the failed to maintain insurance. So to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you plead?
No contest.
Okay, and then to the charge of failed to maintain insurance, how do you plead?
No contest.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and accept your pleas on both charges. With regard to the possession charge, I'm going to go ahead and approve the deferred disposition, 120 days, $375 special expense fee, of which you will pay the $81 court cost today, and then we'll give you the 120 days to pay the balance. With regard to the insurance ticket, I'm going to go ahead and place you on deferred. The special expense fee of $300, of which you will pay $81 court cost today, and then we'll give you 6 months to pay that balance. Do you have any questions?
Your Honor, the condition on the deferred?
Yeah, that's on the insurance ticket is to maintain insurance for 6 months. Okay, and then at the end of 6 months, provide proof of coverage and no lapse in coverage.
Right.
Ms. Ward, do you have any questions?
I don't think so.
I think she needs a phone number to call to make the payment of the 2 court costs.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Let me give you this phone number, Ms. Ward, if you have something to write with.
I do.
It's 210-648-4923.
4923. Okay, great.
All right. Unless you have anything else, you're free to go, but make sure you call that number today.
I will. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Bye. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Mr. Mead, we have Brandon De Hoyos. And I'm not sure what page he's on.
She's on 7, number 16.
Okay. Yes. Guys in. Oh, goodness.
Okay, Mr. Mead. Let's see.
Yeah, Mr. Dorius is here.
Okay, let me just go.
Yes, sir.
Page 7.
Yes. Okay, Mr. Mead, were you all able to reach any kind of agreement?
No, Your Honor, Mr. Dorius is telling me that he does not believe he's guilty of the offense he's charged with, and he wants to set his case for a non-jury trial.
All right, Mr. De Hoyos, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. De Hoyos, we're going to go ahead and set it down for a non-jury setting, so you should be receiving some documents from the court.
Okay, sounds good, Donner.
Okay, Clarissa, anything else we need before I let
No,
you?
as long as we have your address is the same as on your driver's license, sir?
Yes.
Okay, great. We'll send you your not guilty form to fill out and return to us.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, you're excused. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Mead. We're going to send you with Eduardo Perez. He's on page 2.
Let me ask a question, Clarissa. Are the rest?
Go ahead.
Is everybody that's left, are they all mine?
Yes, they are.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yes.
Hey, Clarissa.
Yes, sir.
Let me go ahead and mute myself, and when I see John come back in, I'll come back in.
Very good.
Okay, Mr. Mead.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's see, you were speaking with who?
Eduardo Pettis.
Eduardo Perez, where is he? Okay, there he is. Okay, top of page 2. Okay, were y'all able to reach any type of an agreement?
No, Your Honor, we talked about possibilities, but he's one of those in that situation where it's no insurance, no deal. And I told him if he doesn't get a driver's license, get insurance, there's not much I can do for him. So the only thing we can do is reset the cases till the 9th of September.
Okay.
This is his first appearance.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Perez, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and reset your cases to September the 9th, 2020. If you can get your license renewed or validated, that'll open some doors for you.
Okay.
All right. So,
All right.
all right. Now, before I let you go, is the address that we have what's on your driver's license?
Yes, sir. That's correct. That is correct.
Very good. Okay, Clarissa, any reason to hold Mr. Perez?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, sir. I'm going to go ahead and excuse you. You'll be getting some paperwork.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Mead, I have Jose Lopez going into the breakout room with you.
Okay. Where is he, Clarissa?
Oh, he is on page 7, number 22.
All right.
Okay, Mr. Mead, you're back.
Yeah,
All right, let's see. You were speaking with Jose Angel Lopez.
I was, Your Honor.
Okay, any type of a plea bargain agreement?
Well, we talked about a plea bargain, Judge, but he requested he be allowed a reset. I believe this is his first appearance.
Okay,
Yes, it is.
all right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grant the reset. Mr. Lopez, I'm gonna go ahead and grant
Yes,
the
sir.
reset to September the 9th, 2020. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, now, do we have the address that's on your driver's license, sir?
No, sir, that's incorrect. I recently lost my job, so I had to move in with my sister
Okay.
for the time being.
What we're gonna do is that, let me give you a number that I need for you to call and give us a new address, okay?
As soon as I get off with you?
Yes, please, yes. The phone number
Yes,
is
sir. Not a problem.
210
Uh-huh.
837 37.
837?
Yes, 837.
I'm sorry, sir, you're breaking up. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Can we try it again?
Yeah, here we go. It's 210
Okay.
837 3704.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and release you, and if you'll call that number and give me your address.
Yes, sir. Not a problem.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lopez.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mead.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Mead, we have Ross Bjork waiting for you. He's on page 4, number 23, about halfway down the page. He has a CDL. Doesn't look like it's on here, but it says it on the jacket.
Okay.
Is it on there? No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is. I'm sorry. I see it now.
It's there.
Yes. Okay. Let me send y'all in.
Mr. Bjork is muted.
Goodness, that was quick.
Well, he's muted. I can't hear him.
Oh, okay. Let me unmute. Okay.
Send me back.
We're going back.
Well, he's unmuted now, but I still can't hear him.
Oh, no. Well, I don't know what to do with him. I wonder if I don't even see him. Is he in here?
I don't see him.
I don't see him.
The breakout room.
Oh, let me close the breakout room. Gosh, I forgot. You can't see him when they're in the breakout room. Okay.
There he is.
He's not muted. Can you hear us, Ross? Mr. Bjork?
Mr. Bjork, can you hear us?
Mr. Bjork, can you hang up and call back?
Hello?
Oh, there you are.
We thought we lost you.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send you to the breakout room with Mr. Mead.
Okay.
Hey, Clarissa, is
Yes, sir.
Officer Rosales on?
He is on there. I guess we don't need him anymore. I think Mr. Gomez is good too. Should I
Yeah, let's see.
release him?
We'll find out from Mr. Gomez if he's gonna need an interpreter.
Mr. Gomez,
Mm-hmm.
do you need an interpreter or are you good?
No, I'm good. Hold on. Let me close my door. Hold on.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We just wanted to make sure we could let our interpreter go. And you're up next, okay? We're just waiting on Mr. Mead to get back from the breakout room and then. he'll be
Not a
next.
problem. Not a problem.
Okay,
Okay, we can let the
all right, officer.
fellas off.
You can.
All right.
You're
I'm excused.
excused.
All right. You have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you. Here we go.
Okay, Mr. Mead, were y'all able to reach any type of an agreement?
Another reset, Judge. This is his first setting and he's out of work. Got surgery on Monday.
Yeah, and this is his initial appearance today.
Okay, so September 9th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Bjork, we're going to reset your cases to September the 9th, 2020.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and the address that we have, is that your address on your driver's license?
Yes, it is.
Very good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and excuse you, sir, and you should be getting a reset form from the court.
I'm done. I need to come up with.
I'm sorry?
Is that, it's going to include my fines, what I owe?
It's going to be a straight reset. If you want, I can have them send you an itemized list of whatever the fines are.
I called earlier at 837 number and they said, let's take a picture of my registration, which I got. And I said something about that won't be dismissed or for a $10, $15 charge.
I told him about the dismissal, that if he pays the late registration penalty.
Well, you can't pay a late, they're not assessing any late penalty fees at this time. So he won't be able to pay that. So that we're supposed to be able to dismiss it as long as it's updated registration.
He got the new registration.
Okay, so just send that in, Mr. Bjork, to the court.
But the register.
Yeah, just showing that you renewed it.
Okay, and did y'all have a plea or anything on the insurance, or is he just gonna have to come back on the September?
He's gonna get deferred on the insurance to, like, same deal, $300 like everybody gets, but he can't even pay the court costs. He's
Can we, if he comes up with the money prior to them, does he need to come back to court?
well, that's up to the judge. If he'd like to go ahead and take the probation on the insurance. Now, condition is he maintain insurance.
Okay, but are you going to tee up or dismiss, not prosecute the failed to provide?
Evidence, yeah. That's one of those deals we talked about before, Judge. You get one or the other.
Right, okay. Okay, so why don't we do this, Mr. Bjork? Once once you send in your receipt on the expired registration, that citation will be dismissed. That leaves us the other two, the failed to maintain and the failed to provide insurance. The state is recommending a deferred on the failed to maintain insurance for 6 months, of which you would have to maintain your insurance for 6 months. There is a $300 deferred fee, and then he is going to non-prosecute the failed to provide evidence of financial responsibility. So that'll wind up being dismissed. Now, with respect, I'm going to go ahead and pre-approve that, but I'm going to reset your case till September the 9th. Now, if you can get at least the court, if you can get at least a court in, we can get you going. We got some noise in the background. Okay, so if you can pay at least the court cost within the 60 days, I'm sorry, before September the 9th, then we'll put you on deferred for 6 months. You pay the balance after 6 months, but you have to maintain insurance for the 6 months and provide proof of maintaining the insurance.
Well, right.
Okay. All right. Do you have any questions, sir?
Yeah, I was just wondering, I don't have to pay anything today, right? Because I ain't got nothing.
That's correct.
That's all I need.
Judge, what are we doing with the expired registration? Does he have to provide that today, or does he have until the 9th to provide us proof of registration as well?
Mr. Burke, why don't you go ahead and get your receipt on the registration today? And that way that'll take care of that, and then we'll just have the maintain insurance for the 9th.
Who do I mail it to?
You can text it to us. Would that be okay? Take a picture of it.
I tried that this morning.
It wouldn't text?
So they couldn't read it or something. It was too small.
Well, we can, if you take a picture of it Try taking a picture
Yeah.
and sending it to us, and if we can't, we'll call you back. But try that. But there is a $20 compliance dismissal fee. Are you able to pay that today?
No, I had to borrow money just to get my surgery. I've got no money. I had no money for 3 weeks. I'm going into surgery on Monday, and I won't have money till after that.
Well, we'll just do a straight reset
Okay.
for September the 9th.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Bjork, we'll see you on the 9th, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Mr.
Okay. John, the last one we have is Johnny Gomez.
Page
That's
one.
the last one?
Page
The
one.
last one, he's on page 1, number 24.
What about this, Ramiro Muniz? We already took care of him, right? He just,
Yeah. I don't remember what it was, but we did something.
what page is it on, Mr. Gomez?
He is page 1. He's number 24 on page 1.
24.
Oh, wait, yeah, number 20. Well, I don't know if you were around for that one, but he
no.
showed up. He just called in not long ago.
Oh.
So he's halfway down. Johnny Gomez, he's number
I
24.
see him.
Okay. So I'll send y'all in there right now.
Okay.
Is he unmuted?
No, he's not.
There you go. Did I make you co-host, John? I probably forgot to make you co-host today, so you can unmute him too. Okay, I'm gonna open it up and he's unmuted.
All right.
Okay, Clarissa, on Muniz, it was a reset till the 9th. He's on page 6, number 11.
Oh yeah, I have that on there. Okay.
Now, we still have a Judy on waiting, right?
Yeah, that's Judy Northam though.
Where is she?
She is the deputy court clerk in there doing all the work.
That Judy.
That Judy.
Okay.
We left her in there.
Okay, Mr. Mead.
Yes,
All right, let's see. You were speaking with Johnny Rene Gomez.
I was, Your Honor.
Okay, any plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, what do we have?
On the speeding, I'm gonna give him 90 days deferred. I recommend 90 days deferred for $270. He's gonna pay that today. And I'm going to, he's gonna do a straight plea with the recommended fine on the failure to report change of address. And I'm gonna take into consideration and dismiss the expired driver's license. He got his driver's license renewed. On the 116, the straight plea on the failure to report change of address, my understanding is gonna pay that within 30 days. Is that correct, Mr. Gomez?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Okay, Mr. Gomez, I want to go ahead and ask you, is that the plea bargain agreement what Mr. Mead read into the record?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so therefore, with respect to the speeding ticket, he's recommending a deferred. How do you plead to that charge, sir?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Okay, how do you plead to the charge of speeding? Guilty?
No contest.
No contest, okay. And how do you plead to the charge of failed to report change of address?
No contest.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and accept your plea of no contest to the speeding charge. I'm gonna go ahead and follow the recommended plea bargain agreement with regard to the speeding ticket. It's a 90-day deferred, $250 deferred fee, which we pay today. With respect to the failed to report change of address, it's gonna be a straight pay of $116, of which you would have 30 days to pay. And then he has a dismissal on the expired driver's license. Okay, now, sir, in the event that you do not pay the 116 in 30 days, then it's gonna go into a payment plan, but then they'll tack on $15 as a time payment fee. Okay?
Cool. Yep.
Okay, do you have any questions, sir?
No, how do I pay this?
I'm gonna give you a phone number that I want you to call today, and they'll take your fees. Okay?
Is this open throughout the evening, or because I'm actually at work still?
What's the latest, Clarissa, that you're muted?
By 5 o'clock.
Can you do it by 5?
I'm actually here at work. No, I'm actually on my work time now on the phone. I've got my door locked, but I can see what I can do.
Okay. All right. Well, let me give you this number. It's 210 648 4923.
And just in case, let me give you a cell number as well. China Grove cell phone number. It's 210-837-3704.
Got it.
Okay.
All right, we're good. So I can go ahead. I'll go and do it now. If y'all don't let me off, I'll make it real fast. Do you need anything else from me?
No, that's it, sir. Thank you.
All right, let me go and take care of that. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Clarissa, if we could get off of, I think that's it. Get off.
That's it.
Off of YouTube.